Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to the 2x conversions. And today, basically, we would be talking about how we can book more calls without back and forth. What that mean is, essentially, we would be creating a calendar which your leads or potential customer is going to use to book call with you. Now, once anybody books a call, essentially what should be the service that we should create within the sale process to actually nurture him to make sure that he shows up for the call and that the call gets through and is successful. So we're going to start this in 1 minute, one more minute. We're going to wait for everybody to join and then we can start it. And so rather than going back and forth in the call booking, how we can automate reminders, how we can automate appointment confirmation, how and what type of workflows we need to create this whole process. That's basically it. I'm going to share my screen in a few minutes. Just give me a few moments and we'll start.
Is there a possibility to ask a question?
Yeah, you can. Please go ahead. Till we are waiting
Yeah.
for anybody to join, you can ask me any question about the software. No worries there.
Okay. The question is actually, I was on a call last week, and it was about a topic that I really need to set up a form
Mm-hmm.
and then to see that when people fill in the form, how
Mm-hmm.
to that data is captured then. And I was thinking it's recorded, right? So my question is, can you tell me where to look other than on the Facebook? Because I couldn't find it there. If I would look for such video, because you must be making lots of videos all the time of such a
Uh,
topic.
yeah. Actually, I don't know how to find it, but one of my colleagues would know it. I'm
Yeah.
sharing my screen, and within in the sale process, anywhere in the sale process, you have this chat window. And you can directly talk to our technical support team and you can request the recording and they will give you the recording link from here. So just go
Oh,
into the
wow.
messages and
Yes.
tell them what date and time it was and they will give you the recording link. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, no worries. And these guys are available to you like 24/7. So you can talk to them as much as you like and whenever you like to ask them for any question or anything. They can help
That's
you in
amazing. Yeah.
technical support. They can help you in any
Mhm.
feature, you know, and they
Okay.
also provide you sometime with the information like sometime articles about different features because
Yeah.
our development team is continuously putting in new features and you might have seen one day the interface is different than the other because we have added a new feature. So
Right.
we have a huge team of developers who are developing this software and they are continuously adding more features in here. Okay.
Right. So I understand that we have like a white label version of a program, and but the perks that you give within sales process are so wonderful, the training and everything. So, um, but and I also understand that you give feedback and that they actually make changes based on the feedback, right?
That is correct. We basically what we do, the system is like this. when somebody requests a feature, we create an idea for our developer. And what happens is other people come up, they vote on it, and
Yeah.
whichever idea gets more vote is
Yeah.
then selected for the development according to their own development schedule. I am exactly not sure what is and how they decide about their schedule, but once it is selected, they tell us, okay, this is the feature that we will work, and this will
Yeah.
be expected to be launched this time or that time. They tell us, and we do it.
Okay.
uh, so that's how it is. Sometimes we get feedback within the call, like this is how I want it. And sometimes it's a really good like idea.
Yeah.
And the great thing about this software, the sale process, is because we are collecting the ideas from the customer, the end user, what happens
Yeah.
is we are getting the real time feedback and we are customizing it according to that feedback, which makes it popular. So
Okay.
essentially that's our internal strategy. We get the ideas, comments from you guys, and then we try to implement in here. And oh wow, it is kind of like 6 or 9. So let's start today's topic. Okay.
Yeah.
So today's topic is how we can book more calls without going back and forth. What that mean is, let me let's. Hmm. First thing first, I'm gonna show you let's hmm, let's create a calendar, and I'm gonna create a round robin type calendar, and I'm gonna call it demo test 2x conversions. Please ignore my spelling mistake. I'm very bad in the spelling. So, and I'm assigning this to myself. I'm calling this demo dash test.
So your name is David? I'm
Yes.
Marcel. Hi.
Oh, thank you, Marshall. Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you. Nice
And
to meet you.
great. Okay, and let's create this calendar. So now we have a calendar. Demo test. There we go. Correct. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm creating a calendar that is gonna host a 30-minute meeting with the end user or the potential customer to discuss my products. So uh, first thing is within the calendar setting, here you can see we have like 5 different steps or 5 different boxes that we have to take care of. The very first one is meeting detail. That's where we can upload our calendar logo that will be shown to the person who is trying to book a meeting, then the calendar name, then some description. So I'm going to type description demo test for 2x conversions. And okay, I'm right now, because there is only one team member and I've selected this for optimized deliverability. If there are multiple members, I can select optimize for equal distribution, and I can select how it should be distributed among the people. Like, should it have like equally divided, or should it have uh, divided on the base of priority? So right now, let's assume that this is the only guy who's gonna take the uh, meeting. So let's select the color. Let's save it. Let's get to the next step. I'm gonna quickly go through these all settings because we have discussed this previously in detail. So I'm gonna skip a few things just to go to the main topic. That is how we're gonna create the confirmation, how we're gonna send out some reminders, and what should happen after the meeting is conducted. Like if the meeting is successful or not, what should happen and how are you gonna take care of that? So this is my availability. I'm going to take the meeting between Monday to Friday. It's 30 minutes meeting, 30 minutes interval between the meetings. I want them to have 1 day minimum scheduling notice and like 15 days of date range. For next 15 days, the calendar will be opened. And I want to take like 4 meetings per day, and only one person can book per slot. And I'm not putting up any pre-buffer time like the time before the meeting or post-buffer time after the meeting in here. And let's save this. Go to the next step. Now, this particular type of calendar that I'm creating, I'm trying to create this calendar on the basis of one thing only, and that is somebody visited my site, and now he is kind of interested, not fully interested, kind of interested to talk to me about my product. Now, I want to talk to him one to one so I could address his concern, his questions. That way, he would be more like converting the cold lead into the hot lead or warm lead into the hot lead so he could purchase my product. Essentially, the purpose of sale process is to earn money, and for that obviously we need to sell some sort of product. So and right now I'm setting it by using the default form, which is going to collect first name, last name, email, phone number, and notes. First it's going to show the date and time selector, then it's going to show the form, and these are the confirmation, everything default. Let's go to the next one, and that is the notification and additional option. Now, for the notification and additional option, right now, I'm not enabling any of the built-in calendar feature in here. I don't want him to send any confirmation from here. I'm giving them rescheduling access and cancellation access, and I'm telling them they cannot change this like 180 minutes before the meeting, and they cannot cancel the meeting 1 day before the meeting is to be conducted. Next is the customization, and let's assume everything is correct and color is correct. We're gonna show them the calendar title, calendar description, and calendar details. Let's see how the calendar would look like. This would be the calendar that is going to be presented to the person who is trying to book a meeting with me. So right now it is available between these times. So because right now I'm in the PST time zone, so it is showing the time accordingly. And in here, it's showing the description, it is showing the name of the calendar, the duration, and the current date. We can select any date, like let's select 17. And notice this in here. Right now we are in Wednesday. We set up 1 day minimum scheduling notice. So it opened up from 17 and it opened up for next 14 days only. That way they cannot block my calendar in the future after 14 days. So that if I am planning to take like maybe vacation or some personal time, I could block my calendar accordingly, and I don't have to think about what do I do. So I can schedule my vacation 14 or 15 days prior to whenever I want to take the vacation. Okay. Now let's select this date and time. Then they fill out the details, and when they click schedule meeting, what will happen? It will create that meeting with me. Right now, let's leave this in here and let's go to the automations. This is the workflow that we're gonna create. So the trigger is gonna be now. The purpose of this particular workflow is to send a confirmation email to the person who is booking the meeting with me and send out some of the reminders. Right now, we are only designing the confirmation. We're going to send him through SMS, maybe email, maybe some sort of communication method, and then we're going to send a few reminders. I'm going to show you how we can do it. Though you can create it in the calendar, but if your minimum scheduling notice is like 7 days or maybe 10 days, the calendar will open after 10 days. So, in that scenario, what kind of reminders should we send? He booked the meeting, then he forgot about it. And all of a sudden, he got one reminder from you. Would he be able to make time? Obviously not, because he never knew that he had already booked a meeting like 10 days ago. So, within those 10 days, there should be some touch points with him so that he knows that he has booked a meeting with you and that he has to attend that meeting because that will give him some sort of benefit. To do that, we need an automation to send him some reminders during those 10 days and to make him connected to us. Maybe we could send him some review form as well, maybe suggestion forms. Maybe we could send him a few of our product pages or anything like that so that he might have more information before the meeting, and then he would be asking you specific questions during that meeting. Essentially, our target is to make that meeting successful. Right now, he's only a warm lead. He's not a hot lead. And I want that person to become a hot lead and to make him purchase. I want to compel him to purchase the product that I'm trying to sell. So the trigger for this particular workflow is going to be appointment status. You're going to tell it, okay, the event type is normal, the appointment status is new, and we need to tell it in which calendar this is happening. This is very important that we need to tell him. Otherwise, this automation will trigger for everyone. So this was the calendar that we created. And no, demo count, not the demo count, was, did I actually publish it in here? Okay, let me save this, and there we go. Now let's activate that demo. This is active. It is demo test 2x conversions. Demo, okay. Refresh this page. So it would show us the calendar name. Okay, and there we go. Hey, John, how are you?
Good, David. How are you?
I'm fine. Sorry, did you wait for a long time? I didn't see that people are waiting. Sorry about that, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so just to recap for you both, John and Ahmed. Okay, so the recap is we just created one calendar. It is a round robin type calendar, which has like 30 minutes meeting time. Very easy. We have already covered that. So, and right now we are trying to create an appointment confirmation and reminder system in the workflow. And the trigger is appointment status. We were setting this up and we were storing its filters. So we're gonna tell it that demo test 2x conversion. This is the calendar. And okay, let me correct that. Not the event type. That is normal. Good. Then I want in the calendar, and it's gonna be demo 2x conversion. The next one is gonna be appointment status is confirmed. I'm changing that to rather than new, it is confirmed. So every time a new appointment is booked and confirmed, this trigger will start, and right away it's gonna send that confirmation email. And in here you can see I have put up this custom field in here, location.name. So it's gonna pick up the business name that we have set up in the business profile, And from email, it's going to pick up the business email that we have typed in the business profile. It's going to pick up that email address and fill it in here. The subject of this email is appointment confirmation, and it's sending this email to the person. Lots of custom fields in here. Let me explain you what is happening. The name of the person who is booking, then when this meeting is happening, what is the time, and what is the time zone, showing everything in there. And if they have any questions, and Zoom meeting link, that is the link that is going to be sent to them. And location name, like it will pick up the business name, and there are some custom link for them to easily add them to Google Calendar or maybe Outlook Calendar or reschedule. Everything is going to be sent through in here. This would be as soon as he books the meeting, this email will be sent out to him. And okay, now I'm gonna, there we go. Okay, let me create this because we only created for 1 day scheduling notice. So I only 24 hours before the approval. So this is a wait time that we have set up. The rather than saying it time delay, we told it event and appointment time. And before that appointment needs to happen, 1 day prior to that, exactly 1 day prior to that time, send an email to the person, and that's gonna be tell him that, oh, friendly reminder, your appointment or meeting is in 24 hours. That way, this is the first touch point that we have created for that particular lead to let him know that we know that he has booked a meeting with us. This is ensuring that not only you're talking to him, but also you're ensuring that the person actually joins that meeting. Half the success, now remember this, half the success is to get that person visit your website and book a meeting with you. This is only half the part. Now, the rest of the half part is dependent on two very important factors. One, does he show up for his meeting or not? And during the meetings, what happens with that particular customer? What did you talk and how you convince him to actually your product is unique or it is important for his earning or something like that. So this is one of the touch point. Now we are covering the important part that we don't want him to feel abandoned. After that, he has booked a meeting. We need to touch him. We need to warm him up so he would show up for his meeting. So this is one of those reminders. And then 1 hour before the appointment, he's gonna set up another reminder that's gonna send him an email again. Your meeting is in 1 hour. Kind of same wording. You need to change the verbiage and input the correct Zoom link in here. It's also sending them an SMS 1 hour prior that. They both are getting fired right away. I can't like put a wait in here in between, though I don't feel that it is necessary. 5 minutes before the meeting, it's again sending them a reminder your meeting is coming up in 5 minutes, just join the meeting. This is like 25% that you're ensuring that the person actually joins. He got the confirmation email and he got a few reminders before the meeting. Now, there are two different things. In this workflow, you haven't seen, I haven't put up any tag. I haven't added him to any pipeline or opportunities, any pipeline stage. I haven't added in there. Those action, I'm leaving them for now. But you need to add them in here, and I will explain why we need them. Now, the other part is he booked a meeting, but he didn't show up for his meeting. What should happen in that case? And should we create a nurture so that he would join, he would book again? Okay. So for that, we need to, let me see. Okay, let's opt-in, nurture, booking meeting, no-show. Yeah, this is the pipeline we're going to use, the demo Christmas pipeline. One day you guys going to kill me because I talk about Christmas so much. And we are in summer, but that is my favorite topic. So this is one of the pipeline we need to. So as soon as he booked the meeting, there should be one card created for him. Let's remove this card so that goes away. Come on, go away. There you go. Let's let's put him to, okay. This is the interesting part. John, we have split the opportunity update action into two new action. Add, create an opportunity and update opportunity. That action is like create an update opportunity action is now gonna be two different action in here. That is the new feature that is coming up. We are splitting this action into these two actions. So for previously we were using this action and it was doing the same thing, but now this action is split into two different actions. So let's use the newer action after he received the email. We should create his opportunity. And we should create his opportunity in where is the Christmas demo Christmas pipeline, and we can add different fields right now. Duplicate opportunity is enabled in our settings, so I'm gonna tell it, okay, standard field opportunity name. And the name is going to be the contact full name. I want the other field. Here you see the values can be now customized in the pipeline. So that's why we split that action into two different parts. So let's select the pipeline stage. It's going to be booked a meeting. And we should also, let's call the status is going to be open. And let's save this. And in the pipeline, we have follow-up nurture and purchase. We might need to add another stage. Okay, so I'm going to edit the pipeline as well. Where is this? This is the one. No show, and there should be another stage. It should be called point. Booking completed. No, appointment completed. Appointment completed. I'm gonna put this stage before the no show. Booking done. Appointment completed. No show. And follow up nurture. Oh, we need another appointment reschedule. REC schedule nurture. That's another stage that should come up in here. Follow up nurture. Purchase the product. Okay, these are the two stages that I have created in our pipeline. So let me explain you this pipeline. So he opted in, he filled out a form. Then we nurtured him in our system to book a meeting with us. He booked a meeting. We sent him some reminders. He might have showed for the appointment or no show. So if he showed, he should be in this one. If he was no show, he should be in this one. And if he was a no show, then there needs to be an appointment rescheduling nurture. And if he showed up, there should be a follow up nurture which should ensure that he purchases the product. Now, after that, there would be only two paths that he might have purchased the product or he's totally not interested. It's kind of like stale opportunity. So we can put him there. Essentially, after like sending him tons of reminders and nurture messages to make him, compel him to purchase our product. So now for the appointment completed, that is more than enough. That is done. But how do we do that? Let's create another workflow. Okay. And let's put him in the demo workflow. Okay. So 005, that is the one. And move him to the demo Christmas. And we're gonna create a few, and let's enable this workflow. Now let's create another workflow that is for any person who actually, come on, that who showed up for the meeting and meeting was conducted successfully. So let's do that and let's create another workflow, and I'm gonna build this one. And again, this is gonna be the same one, appointment confirmation. Appointment status, event is normal, and then in the calendar, we need to tell him it is demo 2x conversions, and the appointment status is showed. And okay, that is, I think, enough. And so we're gonna create what is my appointment completed. So I'm gonna update opportunity. That is the other part of that same trigger. Move to previous stage. Yes, please. Duplicate is enabled. So pipeline is gonna be demo, Christmas, and appointment. Opportunity name is gonna be again the same, full name, and pipeline stage is gonna be appointment completed. Let's put him there, and we can tag him. And let's wait for an hour. Wait 1 hour. Remember, our meeting is for 30 minutes only. And okay, I'm gonna call this 006 dash appointment appointment, whatever the spelling, completed. What is the spelling of appointment? Completed request review. Appointment completed. That's what I'm gonna call him. And after 1 hour, I'm gonna send an email. And that email gonna contain. Okay. And that. Here are some links for you to review. Okay. So something like this. So what is happening after conducting the meetings after 1 hour of the appointment time? Gonna wait for an hour, and then it's gonna send out this email with some reviews from our customers, and it's gonna tell them, okay, if you have any question, you can send us the email on this email address, on this phone number, between the business operating time. And what it is doing now that we have successfully conducted the meeting, our next target is to ensure that he is interested in our product. So we need to create a nurture in here to make him compelled to purchase our product. This is the email where he would be compelled to see even further good things are about our product. And then you're gonna wait for a day, okay? Wait for a day. Okay. And then you're gonna send out another email. Okay, I'm copying this, essentially not this email, and this email is gonna talk about uh this is gonna talk about link to purchase product. So now I'm trying to send him the link to purchase the product. So I'm essentially trying to purchase. So this becomes a nurture to make him purchase. Okay. And let's run this nurture for like maybe 5 times. So I'm going to just copy this action, put it, oh, not this action, actually these all actions from here. And then I'm going to copy this again, put them in here. That is more than enough touch points after 1 hour, 1 day, one email, one. Now wait for 2 days. Send him second email. And now this one should also have a wait time. Okay, copy this action, put it in here. And this is gonna be like 2 days again. And then this one is gonna be like maybe 3 days. Oh, 4 days actually. And the last one should be after a day. Yep, and this. So right now, what is happening? After an hour after the meeting, he's gonna receive this email where he can review the products and further links, what your customer is talking about your product. And then after 1 day, you are sending him an email to make him purchase your product. So these would be the emails that you can say are very important marketing emails about your product. He is, remember, guys, he is already a hot lead now because he was interested. He went to an opt in form, then he booked a meeting, conducted the meeting successfully, and he's interested in our product. So we are trying to pinch him to actually make him purchase our product. So these are all the touch points that we have created for him. So these are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 touch points. Essentially 6 touch points, but 5 nurturing emails with one actually compelling him to purchase the product. So this is like if the appointment was completed successfully. And you might have observed we have used the same trigger, but because of this wait time, and our meeting is only 30 minutes, where I put the link 1 hour. So after the meeting, you are sending him the email with these links. These links, you should mention that in your meeting time to the customer. Then I would be sending you an email with our existing customer review that will make him wait for your email. And then when he receives that email after like an hour, he would be compelled to read. That's our human psyche. If somebody mentions that you would be getting this information, we wait for it unconsciously. And when we get that information, we at least review it. And after that, the 5 touch points that is making him to compel to purchase our product. Till now, everything is going very smoothly and we are doing everything correctly. We have created a calendar. We are managing the availability. We are automating the reminders for the client and even nurture. But when he's no show for the meeting, we need another workflow. Okay, let me publish this one too. Why this is like, what is happening? Sorry about these. Okay, we need another workflow that is for, let me publish this first. Publish this workflow as well. And let's create another workflow. And that is, this one is again gonna start with the same appointment status, event type normal, and appointment status is he might have canceled it. Okay, and in which calendar it is he's canceling, you need to tell him it was demo 2x conversions. This is one, and this is the second one. Both the figures are gonna be same, but this one, okay, in calendar demo 2x conversions, and this time the appointment status is gonna be like in the other one he like, and this one is gonna be no show, so I'm gonna call this a no show. This is no show, and the other one is when he canceled. Now, after this, what I want is if else, and I'm gonna tell it, okay, my trigger is workflow trigger. Where is the workflow trigger? This is the one, but it will not show these ones. Yep, I need to save this. So the if else could start work. Okay, let's call this first 006 no show. If else workflow trigger is appointment cancelled. Another branch is this. And this one is appointment no show. Workflow trigger is gonna be appointment no show. Now we have these two branches, and now we can set up a whole nurture in here. Like if he canceled the appointment, you can send out the emails like 5 days nurture, essentially 5 touch points nurture with the 15 days spread. That if he you might have canceled the meeting, here is the link to the calendar to book it again, yada yada yada. You are trying to make him book with you another appointment, and in the other branch you need to set up, okay, you did book but you missed your appointment, so that would be the other nurture. Now because we have this in here, so our first action, and I haven't added any tags and opportunity in here, I'm just trying to show you the very basic functionality. And in the 005, that's where the appointment confirmation reminders, that's where you should remove him from the no-show workflow, because he would be added again to the no-show If he was no show, he would, and he books again through that nurture, he would be added to the appointment confirmation. So you need to remove him from the no show nurture because he has booked the appointment. So the first action in there would be to remove him from 006 and 005. Okay. Now, these are kind of the automations that you need to create. And after that, obviously, at the end, you are sending him, he completed the meeting. So you would be sending him the review links and your product link to make him purchase. Now, these touch points that we have created after making him compelled to book our meetings, these are the ones which will give you more conversions. Our target is when a person books a meeting with us, that means now he's a warm lead. He's no more a cold lead. And our job is to convert him to hot lead and to sell him the product once he's a hot lead. This is your automation structure that you need to create that. You can also put up, what I recommend is you should also put up some tags when he reschedules the meeting. You should put up the tag that he rescheduled. That way you could, when you're talking to him, you can like make it personalized. Okay, I see you have rescheduled the meeting. Is everything okay at your side or something like that? Now that particular one sentence that you spoke to him made him feel that you're more concerned about his well being, which is essentially making him hook up to you. And to obviously, once he is hooked up to you, he will be hooked up to your product and he will purchase that. Now, if you have any questions about the system that we just discussed, or if you have any query, if you didn't understand anything, please unmute yourself and fire away your questions. John, do you have any question for me, man?
No questions as of now, David. This looks very neat. Step by step on each part of the sales, each part of the pipeline.
Yeah. So with the pipeline, that's a very interesting comment. I should have explained this more. Booked a meeting, appointment completed. And appointment completed is another nurture to make him like purchase your product. Send him some review from your existing customers and then send him the products, the link to purchase your product. If it didn't show up, then you are trying to nurture him to rebook. Once he rebooks, he is back in the booked meetings. And from there, there would be either no show or appointment completed, or even if he canceled that, he's gonna be still in the no show and so on and so forth. Now, after the follow up nurture that you have done in there, you can also like put him either he purchases your product or he's totally not interested. Purchasing the product, that is the simplest one. As soon as he purchases, job done, no worries. But in the follow up nurture, after the meeting is completed successfully, the customer has your review, has the link to purchase your product. How long should you wait before deciding that the opportunity or the contact, which was hot, is now a stale or he's not interested? That is very important. Personally, I think any person who is interested in any of my product, I would be trying to nurture him for a month, and then I will put him into a long nurture. Like I would send him an email after every month just to tell him about the updates about my products, and that will ensure that he is still connected to me. And I would try to gather more data from him, like his date of birth, his anniversary date, and all that, so I could send him some personalized message. Once he's like connected way more intimately with my company, and obviously he's gonna purchase my product. It's all about the touch points that you create in your system through the pipelines, through the automation, that is making him purchase the product. Now, for if before I continue, if nobody has more questions, then let's go to the homework. Yep. Okay. So the homework is kind of very simple. Today, I'm not going to give you that complex homework to create all that automation or create that system. Rather, it's going to be very simple. Set up a calendar link with the automated reminders. So you would only be creating customer booked an appointment and what type of reminders he's getting. Okay. The appointment confirmation and reminder workflow that I created the very first one. And do share the link of the booking calendar, this link that you get when we were creating the calendar link. If you go to the calendars, you need to share your calendar link from here. Let me draw that. This is the calendar that we created. If you click in here, share calendar, these are the links. Just share this link with us with the hashtag sale process win homework, and that's about it. Create a calendar and create one workflow, which is setting him the confirmation and reminders. And remember, guys, in our automations, let me refresh this page. In our automations, the wait time that we have set up, it only works that way if the appointment is already scheduled. Otherwise, system will not work. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. We have dealt with wait time delayed, but this one is negative wait time. It is working before anything is going to happen, and that only works if it is triggered through either appointment status or you have put up some sort of update date and time, or it is through customer booked an appointment. You can use different triggers in here, but this particular type of wait time is dependent on the event or appointment time. If the system doesn't know when the meeting is going to happen, he cannot send the message before that time. If it was a webinar kind of meeting, for example, then you need to create an action in here like update date and time. Where is that? Date and time. Okay. Something in here. Where is update? Set date and time. There you go. You have to tell it which date and time that particular event is going to happen. And now, after that, this action will work because it knows that something is going to happen on that particular set date and time. So either customer booked or you have created a group meeting, and that one you have already decided which time and date it is. The only important part about this particular type of wait is if the system doesn't know the time and date, this will not work. And we discussed this when we were talking in details when we were going through all the automations. Skip all outbound communication till the next wait or event start or date time action. That will actually ensure if the already the time is passed, it's not going to send this email and it's going to jump in here and then send these messages. So if the 24-hour time is already passed, it's not going to send the incorrect email. Rather, it's going to skip, jump in here, and then send these ones. So create this workflow and create a calendar link, create a calendar essentially, and share us. The homework is share this scheduling link or permanent link with us with the hashtag sale process win as a homework. That's about it. If you have any questions, you have a question in the chat. Just give me one moment. Is this now set as a template that we can quickly replicate? You can use the template. If we try to create any workflow, we have the appointment reminders and confirmation recipe there. So yeah, you can use that. Caroline, just give me one moment. Let me show you what I'm exactly talking about. Like, let's say create a workflow. I was using this from the scratch. You can select a recipe, and in the recipe, one of the recipe is appointment confirmation. Let me find that. Where is that recipe recommendation? Recipe this long time brochure, first webinar. Ah, this one. You can use this recipe. It has almost all the action that I need or I showed you. You can use this one as a recipe, and that will work. You need to tweak a bit. You can see these two kind of similar. This is the recipe for appointment booking. This one is appointment confirmation and reminder, and a survey to review the request. So it has like multiple features in it. So use one of them. Essentially, the functionality should be completed and the calendar should be created correctly. And share this link. You're all set. Okay. So I'll see you guys next week. And till then, best of luck. Create some good calendars, some good nurtures, and I want you guys to be successful in getting earn some money. I want to be part of you when you earn some money. I want to be part of you. So earn some money. Show me. Tell me some success stories that you have learned through here and have implemented and have some, uh, you know, got some good results. I would love to hear that. Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Have a great day.